Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira. I will say one story. There was a weaver. He was working on the manual weaving machine, and one day this machine was broken. He was working manually, and he went to the forest just to cut the tree and to make new weaver machine. And on this tree, a host was residing. And this host said to this weaver, whose name was Govinda, he said, "Don't cut this tree, because I'm residing here long years. Instead of this tree, I can give you everything, whatever you want." This weaver said, "Oh, I will go to my wife and ask her, and will take advice from my wife." And he went home and asked his wife, and she said, "If we ask more money, it will be not for a long time. So I know what to ask from this host." His wife said, "Please give me to another hand, and one another head." From the back side to another hand and one another head. And you can work on two at the same time, on two weaver machines, and you can earn double salary in the month. So this weaver came to this host, and he said, what does he want? And "I want 2 hands and 1 head." And when he came back to his village, this village people, they saw very extraordinary entity, and they thought that it is a host. They thought it is a host, and they were beating him mercilessly, and finally they killed him. The meaning of this story is that if you go to ask the great personality about something, we should know what should we ask, what should we pray, what should we beg. If we will beg for sense gratification, again we have come to back here to this material world. Again we will take birth, old age, disease and death. Again we will suffer. We should be very carefully when we go to the great personality for benediction. And also the Supreme Lord Bhagavan is not foolish like us. He is thinking, I am a learned person. I will not give him something by which he will suffer. I will give him my lotus feet. I will give him service to my lotus feet, so that he will forget such types of benedictions which will give pleasure to his body and mind. And when the Supreme Lord Bhagavan Krishna, he came as Gaura Hari, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That time he was very, very magnanimous, because whatever benediction he was giving, or whatever contribution, charity he was giving, it was not a little, not tiny one, it was huge. Dayanidhi. He was called Dayanidhi. Nidhi means Sagara, Sagara or the ocean, Samudra, Sagara, ocean. If we, the people, we will know that he can give something very huge, so Why we will not run after him? The compassion, mercy he is having is like an ocean. Why we will approach miserly person? The miserly person, what he will give? Only $100,000. A miser person cannot give anything. So these wealthy persons, they are all misers. Why should we beg from them? But Mahaprabhu, he is Mahavadanya, he is wonderfully magnanimous. He is saying, take as much as you can take. Okay, even if we are begging something from them, from a kripana, miserly persons, worldly persons, whatever they will give, what they will give to us, they will give to us only some enjoyment. And finally that enjoyment will give us so much miseries. Manda doya doya. This is mercy with defects, defective mercy, mercy with faults. The compassion, the mercy, miserly person is showering on the jivas is manda doya doya. This mercy with defects, it will finally give bad result. But Mahaprabhu is amanda doya doya. He is giving mercy without any fault, without any defect. He will never bring us the bad result.